Hi, welcome to this quarterly business planning session or a quarterly business reset, however you would like to call it. The purpose of this video is to reflect on the last quarter, quarter 3 of 2022, and to create some kind of a business plan for quarter 4. And I would also like to set some goals that would be very good to achieve because it would move my business forward. And because this is the last quarter of the year, I feel a little bit of pressure to do more before the year ends, so that I can check as many tasks as possible as completed on my to-do list. So to prevent burnout and overwhelm, I thought that in today's video we will do together a reset for quarter 4. I didn't want to overcomplicate the goals that I set, because that way I know that for a fact that I will feel very overwhelmed in the month of December. And before the end of the year, around Christmas time, I do not want to keep on working until 6-7 o'clock at night. I would like to spend the time with my family. So that's why I made these goals very simple and very achievable in 3 months. Well, out of those 3, 1 is almost over, so I'm left with 2 months when I can finish all of these goals. If I don't finish everything, it's not the end of the world, but it's good to go into this quarter with a plan, and that way we have a clear path that we have to follow in order to be successful. And success is very subjective, it is set by you. And in the second part of this video I would also like to talk about the financial part of my business, because that's what I like to talk about, because I feel like not everyone is talking about their business finances, especially here on YouTube. They are showing some revenue numbers, but they don't show you all the other expenses that come with having an online business like this one. That's why in the second part of this video we are going to talk about the expenses and the main expense categories that I had in the third quarter of the year. And after that we are going to create a little forecast for the final quarter of the year. Yes, this would be a financial forecast. I would like to make it very realistic, so I will not put in 10K because I know that is not realistic with these circumstances that my shop is going through at the moment. But yes, we will set some realistic expectations in this forecast for some revenue streams that my business has. And without any further ado, let's reflect on the third quarter of the year. I have some notes here with me so that I don't forget anything important that I want to talk about. And first of all, let's talk about sales on Etsy, because I am a digital product business owner and I create digital products that I sell on Etsy. As you've seen in my income report videos, the sales during the summer, and not only the third but also the second quarter, started to fall. I remember that in the second quarter I had a month where I had 8,000 euros profit. Well, now this profit has dwindled down to very little. Well, not very little considering the amount that I get as profit from the Etsy platform, because the revenue is okay-ish, but they take their fees and whatnot. And I'm left with an amount that covers all of my expenses, and I'm left with a few €100 or dollars at the end of the month. And I do not like this feeling. I really need to diversify the income streams for my business. And I also need to diversify my personal income streams as well, but now we are strictly talking about the business. So what matters is that sales are down, and the good thing is that I can cover all the expenses. But I would like to invest in some personal development inside my business, and starting next year I would like to also hire some more help because I cannot do everything by myself. I noticed that I started to feel very overwhelmed with all the tasks that I need to do every day. And to do these tasks better, I feel like I need to delegate some of them to a person who has experience in that field. And this way everything will be done with a much better quality. Another thing in the third quarter was that this was during the summer, of course, and we took 2 family vacations, one in August and one in September. Both of these were 1 week long, so I didn't work during these 2 weeks. I took my laptop with me, but I opened it twice on both trips for about half an hour just to reply to some messages on Etsy. But that was it. So 2 weeks completely fell off my calendar when I didn't work anything. And there was also a burnout period or a rut period when I wasn't feeling very inspired, and I just went along my day and I did all the necessary tasks, but I didn't go beyond that to grow my business. So it was a harder time of the year for me, but I feel like now I overcame that, and it will be so much easier to create progress in the business from now on. And what I started at the end of the last quarter was my course. I finally started working on the course, Passive Income with Printables. You can find the waitlist link down in the description below. It will launch very soon, in a few weeks. I'm very excited for it. It is almost ready. I also wanted to mention the sales in 2022 compared to 2021. And I checked my accounting software, and unfortunately there is a decrease of at least 35% compared to last year. I can definitely feel the recession coming. My template shop is focusing on business owners, and businesses are feeling the pinch of the inflation and the economic situation right now. So I hope to overcome that in the last quarter of the year. Now let's talk about the business plan for the last quarter of the year, quarter 4, and some goals that I set for this period. I will put the image of the page from my planner right here so you can follow along with me. I created 4 sections so that these goals are a little bit better organized. And the first section is all about my website that I hope to launch beginning of November, maybe the beginning of the second week, something like that. It depends on how fast I can create all the materials for the website. I'm really excited about this website. I've been working a lot on it, and I think that it will look really good at the end when it's ready. And for this website I would like to create a free resources page, and here you will be able to download for free some resources that I created, and I will make them available to you. If you have any suggestions, what would you like for me to include in this free resources section, leave a comment down below and I will consider adding it to the website. Then I would like to create 15 to 20 blog posts, and I would also like to add a shop section where I would like to sell some digital products that are helpful for other digital product creators. Because I already have, and these are some great already tested materials. I think that other people could benefit from these as well, so I'm planning to sell those in the shop section of the website. And last but not least, I am planning to organize a mastermind group where I would work with a small group of people, 10 to 15 people, and we would set up and optimize and make a profitable Etsy shop for each and everyone in this mastermind group. If you think that this is a good idea and you would be interested in joining this mastermind group, please leave a comment down below, and I will really think about organizing this this year. For sure I will do it next year, but I might do a little preview this year. And the second section is all about this YouTube channel, and I would like to publish at least 2 videos every week, and I would like to sprinkle in a few extra videos, a third video, maybe every second or third week. We will see how my time will allow me to make extra content. And I would like to also make 10 shorts each month. I think that this is very realistic and very achievable. I got used to creating content consistently and I quite enjoy it, so I think that there will be no problems with these goals. And then we come to the Etsy section, and here I created a few subsections for each shop. And for the template shop I would like to add 25 to 30 items. This is a total number, not per month, but I think that realistically there might be a chance that I will be able to add 50, but that is the maximum number that I think I will be able, next to the other tasks that I have to do every day, week and month. And then I also plan to make a holiday themed set. I already have these amazing templates and I am planning to create another version of them. I will not create a fall or Thanksgiving style, but I will create definitely a Christmassy style. I'm thinking 2 color combinations. I have a few ideas, but I think that these holiday themed variations would sell good during Christmas. And for the printable planner shop, It is still the same old goals. I need to work on updating the business planners, and I would also like to release a holiday planner set. And then I have a new shop coming. I would like to launch this shop this year, but realistically it might be early January. But if I can fit it in, I will do it this year. And this will be a mock-up shop. And I would also like to document each step of this shop's creation and how I am optimizing the items and how I'm creating the items, because I will not be doing Canva mockups in this shop. I already bought the props and I will create the images myself. I will create the smart layers in Photoshop by myself. I will film tutorials on those, and I will take you along that journey with me. So yes, I'm really excited for this one. I really wanted to do mockups for a while now. I did a few and I really like them. I use those in both of my shops on certain items, but I really would like to make more mockups because I feel like I need a change from the templates and the printables, and I need a creative challenge. And last but not least, the fourth section is regarding the financial aspect of my business. And in this quarter, I would like to make at least $200 on YouTube. We are on track to doing 100 in October, but I really would like to make at least 200 every month. That would cover a good portion of my expenses with my softwares. So that would be really good to cover my digital expenses with the YouTube income. And for Etsy, I put down to make at least 3,000 euros each month. With this 3,000, I would be in profit. I wouldn't be in zero, but I would be in profit. Not much, but it will be enough to keep me going and to optimize and add new items and all the things that I need to do to get back to the 8,000 euro profit month that I had earlier this year. Yeah, those were good times. Now, let's talk about the financial aspect of the third quarter. And let's take a look at the main expense categories that my business had. I'm using YNAB on my computer for my business budget. I used to do this in an Excel spreadsheet, but I feel like this is a much better way for me. It doesn't have as many pretty graphs as Excel would, but I really like how this lays out all of the expenses, and you can set up recurring expenses like really easily in YNAB. And again, the numbers that you will see in the screenshot that I inserted in Romanian money, to get the US dollars or the euro amount, you have to divide everything by 5. That is a really easy division to make. But I will also try to do some quick math in my head. So the first expense category are my taxes. And here I paid $1,140 in taxes in this quarter. This includes some dividend taxes and also the taxes on the salaries that I pay to my employee. Then the next category is the effective salary, and there I paid 1,140 euros in salaries to my employee. I also have a contractor that is included in another section, and that would be in the true expenses section, because I do not have an employment contract with this person, but she issues an invoice to me at the end of each month and I pay her like that. That amount is included in the true expenses category. And disclaimer, the true expenses category is very high in July because I took out a bigger sum of money at the end of July as dividends. It was like 4,500 euros or 5,000, I cannot remember it exactly. But I did this because the Romanian government came out with a new tax law, and they said that they would increase the dividend tax from 5% to 8%, but I didn't read carefully enough the article, and they would implement this new law beginning of January, not the beginning of August when the article came out and the proposal for the new law came out. So I got scared and took out the money. So I had to pay a bunch more taxes. As you can see, I paid more in July than I did in the other months. So yes, that's why the true expenses category is so high in July. So true expenses at the end of the third quarter were $6,140. And then for the car, it should be more, but my car payment is not showing, I don't know why. But I pay $200 every month for my car payment and about $100 for gas and maintenance and other stuff that I have to do. And then for subscriptions and softwares, I paid about $700 for the whole quarter. I have quite a big list of subscriptions that I use, and they cost quite a pretty penny, because all of the amounts add up and I spend a bigger amount at the end of each month. And that's why I would like for my YouTube income to cover all of these subscription expenses. That would be really good. And now let's do the forecast for this quarter that we are in. I will do it also in the planner. I think that is the easiest way to do it. For the financial forecast for this quarter, I did it quickly in my head and on a piece of paper, and it is very sad because I know what my expenses will be. But a big part of these expenses is a training program for me, and I know that this will pay off on the long run, because this way hopefully I will make even more money in my business in the future. This expense that I'm talking about, it is a 5-figure expense, so it is a big commitment from my part to take to participate in this training program, and I really hope that there will be a huge benefit in the future from this. So I will not share my numbers for this quarter yet. I will do another quarterly update next year, and I will talk about how this quarter went and how it ended, and if the program that I'm participating in, it is worth it. Thank you very much for sticking around this long. If you are still watching, please type in the comments plan for the future. I think it is a really appropriate word for this video. And thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. I know that many of you who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe for more content like this and for some more business content. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and hit the notification bell so you will never miss another video in which I talk about digital products, making money online, and business finance. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!